It only takes 2 weeks.
The point is this: if you're in a classroom and there are people in your class and you feel you are behind those people, you feel like there is no way that you could become as good as they are, then the point is that it only takes 2 weeks.
Okay, 2 weeks or what?
You could do it in 2 weeks.
Do what?
And so let me explain this, because this was actually a comment that someone made in a room I was in many years ago. There was this math professor who I didn't really know, and he was talking to a student who I didn't really know. And the conversation went something like this.
Okay.
The student was feeling like, they were behind, and the professor was saying, well, when students feel that way, I always tell them, you're really only 2 weeks behind. You might think that you can't catch up to them. You might think that you can't be as good as they are. You might think that you can't improve your mathematics to get to the level where they are because they're succeeding and maybe you're not. But the reality is it only takes 2 weeks. And so I left the room and I thought about it, and it didn't make any sense. I mean, how is this guy going to know that it only takes 2 weeks? Right? Because different people are at different levels. So how does this comment make any sense at all? People say things all the time. So why is this true? And so here's the rationale.
The reason I'm watching this is because it's like, maybe he's gonna teach us something that makes us catch up in general. Because math is a pretty it's a pretty technical thing. If you don't learn the material and put in the time, you're not gonna get it. You understand? So if it only takes a math student for a hard class like math to catch up to the top student in 2 weeks, that could pretty much apply to a lot of different parts of life. So,
I always tell them, you're really only 2 weeks behind. You might think that you can't catch up to them. You might think that you can't be as